This is going to be part 2 of the engine run stand. So let's show you what we got. Okay, we had a lot of water and I had the door open, so I got some water in here. So on the engine run stand, this piece right here is going to be my panel. Of course, going to have my gauges. The gauges are not here yet, but I am going to go ahead cut the holes for it. They're 2-inch gauges. I've got the filler neck I picked up from Lowe's just to make for the tank here. Here on the back, I'm not running the bell housing. I'm running this starter piece here. This is so you can add a starter to inline 6, 351, 302, 289. So that's what that's for. So you can run that starter and run the to turn the engine over. Now up here, one on line, picked up some of these blue hoses right here. I'm going to be painting my engine run stand blue. So I thought, what better thing to do than to add cooling hoses that are blue. So what I'm going to be doing next is putting a throttle right here. I've got a whole bucket of goodies here. I've got my power cable, ground cables. I've got a battery shut off, some relays. And got this switch right here, which I'll be running as well. Got the battery on, you know, fuel pump, cooling fans, whatever else, and my push to start. There we have the fuel pump for that. Picked up this cable on line too. This right here is for a mini excavator. You can just push the button right here to release it and then raise and lower the throttle. So I'm going to be mounting this right here, right up here. So this piece right here, I'm going to run just a spacer right here, a little washer to get it up off the side. Right there, I'm going to drill a hose through my side frame, and that's where my throttle is going to be. Right there. So I can get this, I can just accelerate it to rev the engine, or I can put it at a certain RPM and leave it. But now I'm going to go ahead and get my bolts fastened in here. I'm going to put washers right there, spacers, just to keep it off this part that rotates. And then this right here will be my throttle that'll be mounted. Now I'm going to mount my fuel pump here on the side of the frame. And it's going to be going right up into the hard line right there from the bottom of my air tank, which is now a fuel tank, running straight down to a hard line and over right here, so I can put the fuel line right over into the carburetor. I've got those tapped with 1024 top and bottom. So now that right there is exactly where it needs to be. So now I'm just going to drill my hole right there, and that'll be where I mount my plug for where my fuel is going to go in. Now I've got this right here, which is I'm going to use for pressure release, and this right here is going to be a drain. I've got my piece welded in there, and that right there is going to be my cap. So just going to clean everything up real good. I'm going to paint this right here, and then I'll get that back out. Got the fuel tank in here, it's all cleaned up. About to put some real pretty paint on it. Now here it is, shot with some real nice gloss black all the way around. It ain't got to be perfect, of course, you know, I ain't worried about dirt and dust getting on it, as long as it looks not red. There we can see how well that starter fits. Bolted right up there to that plate. Then I have to run a hot going from here over to a solenoid. I got both my relays here for the fuel pump, for the cooling fan. Right up here, I still got to do my 2-inch hose, 3 of them, for my tachometer, my temp gauge, and the oil pressure. But here I've got my battery turn-on switch on and off. I've got my ignition on, start button, fuel pump on, cooling fan on, and a third accessory. So now I got to wire all these up. Went ahead and got my tank mounted into position just to check fitment. Make sure nothing's contacting anything. My electric fuel pump runs perfectly up there to the tank, so I'm good with that. So now I know all that right there is in place and working the way it should be. I'm going to go ahead and run my wires for this. I would cut my gauges, but I got to go get a hole saw because all mine are off. They're not all 2-inch. They're all different sizes, 2 1/8, 2 3/8, 2 1/2, whatnot. So I got to get that, go pick that up tomorrow. But I can go ahead and take this panel off to cut that in later. So what we're going to be running now is our wiring harness. This right here is going to go to my cooling fans and up to the second switch. First switch be fuel pump, second switch be cooling fans, third switch, I don't know yet. Now right beside the battery, I put this little plate right here, and then that right there is what's going to house my electronics. And then I can build a box to cover over my electronics so that they'll be safe from anything touching them or grounding them out. Now I've got my ground, I got my wire run here for my cooling fans. I've loomed them all together to run on the inside. My ground wire that runs up here. I've got the push button start, everything wired, fusible links. It's run down to my fuel pump there. So I can turn this right here on. This one right here, we'll turn the cooling fans on. And this one right here turns the fuel pump on. So fuel pump on, cooling fans on. And then I can push to start, but it's not all hooked up yet. So now I've got all these run. All these wires right here are going to be hid behind a panel that I'm going to put here. So all that's going to be hid. So now this right here is the wire for the push button start, and it's going to be going to the solenoid, which I'm going to put here. So I'm going to go ahead and mount my solenoid, go ahead and run my wires from my starter over to my solenoid, and from my solenoid over to my positive post. Okay, now I've went ahead and I've run my wires down here. I have the one going from the battery over, the one going from my push button start, the one here that runs around and up to my starter. And we'll just test it out here. Turn that on, switch on. This would be my fuel pump. This would be my fan. This will be my start. So we know it all works. So now what I'm going to do is get all this right here taken off and removed, get the engine removed, battery removed, every bit removed, the radiator, clean everything up, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paint the frame, and then we'll get everything set back into position. I've got it all disassembled now. I've got it Scotch-Brited, wax and grease removed, everything's taken away from it. So now we're about to paint this baby blue. There it is, all painted real nice and pretty blue. I got the black fuel tank that I painted that'll offset the blue, and then the stainless steel up here to offset the black and the blue. So that's what we've come up with so far. So now I'm gonna have to let it dry, and then we'll get that engine, and we'll get that engine back down here on this stand. All right, I got it all put back together. Got the engine in. I still got to build my little plate to cover up this right here. But I've got it all wired. I don't have this right here up to that just yet. I'm going to finish cleaning out the fuel tank. But there it is. Now, the next video, we're going to be talking about what's going to go on top of this engine that I got from Max Speeding Rods. If you use the code 1194 video at the checkout, you get 10% off at Max Speeding Rods. So the very next video, we're going to be advertising that carburetor from Max Speeding Rods. Check it out. Going to crank this thing up, let it run, and check that carburetor out with it on this engine run stand.